Prudential Preferred Properties is the only Prudential affiliate in Chicagoland. We have 11 offices and about 450 agents. One thing that's important with the real estate industry is a lot of our users are real estate agents who are mostly not in the office. They're mostly on the go, traveling around to quite a few different places. So I think the concept of having a webmail solution was very easy to sell the agents on, just because then wherever they were, they would have access to their entire inbox. One of the advantages that our company has seen from switching to Google Apps is just having a rock-solid email solution that our users love. And anytime we can roll out any technology that is dead simple for us to maintain and universally loved by our staff, that's a win in our books. Our company, for one thing, uses Linux quite a bit. So it's nice being able to have an email solution that we're not tied to any specific vendor or operating system. And of course, a lot of our agents, they use Macs at home, or they use PCs, or they use whatever. And it's just nice knowing that they can access the exact same interface no matter where they're at. It's always this big issue of you send out a group to take photographs of a property. That group sends them back to us as the company. We have to either put it somewhere for them to access it or drop it in a file share. But now we can just email it, and they can email photos back and forth or just email it to themselves, and they know that it's always going to be there for them. Going from using it personally as Gmail to using it as a business Gmail, there's no change. And so I think Google had a lot of those basic user issues already taken care of from running the service for a couple years. It's a huge service. There's a ton of people using Gmail. And one of the things that lets Google do is kind of leverage the fact that they receive so many spam messages every day. I'm sure it helps them kind of figure out exactly what spam is and fight it much more effectively because they receive so much of it. It's hosted, so instead of having an @gmail.com address, you can have @prupref.com in our case, or @whatever.com. When you send your emails, it'll come from that address. And my favorite thing is the fact that there's APIs for it, application program interfaces, which lets me if there's a specific thing I need it to do, I can write my own software to do it. I think a lot of people don't understand the fact that your IT department, maybe you have one or two people in there, maybe one of them understands your email setup, and if they leave, you're kind of stuck. You may not be able to bring somebody else in that has all the expertise and knowledge of their exact email setup to take care of things again. And a lot of people are outsourcing their email now. It's just a question of who they're outsourcing it to. And I think there's not much question that Google's got a pretty good track record.